For most of human history, loneliness was considered a failure of circumstance. You were lonely because you lost someone, because you moved away, because society broke apart around you. But something strange is happening now. For the first time in history, millions of people are willingly choosing artificial companionship over real human relationships. Not because they were forced to, but because it feels easier, safer, cleaner. No arguments, no rejection, no betrayal, no emotional risk. Just an AI that listens forever. An AI that remembers everything about you. Every insecurity, every fear you never told another human being. And perhaps the most unsettling part is this. Many people no longer see this as a temporary substitute for human connection. They see it as an upgrade. What once sounded like science fiction is quietly becoming normal. AI girlfriends, AI boyfriends, AI therapists, AI best friends. Digital relationships designed not to challenge you, but to emotionally optimize themselves around you. And in a world where real relationships feel increasingly exhausting, algorithms are beginning to offer something dangerously attractive: perfect emotional convenience. The question is no longer whether humans can emotionally bond with machines. We already do. The real question is, what happens to society when machines become emotionally preferable to people? AI did not create loneliness. It arrived at the perfect moment to exploit it. The numbers tell a story that most people don't want to hear. The US Surgeon General declared loneliness a national epidemic, comparing its health impact to smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Over 60% of young adults now report feeling seriously lonely. Average daily screen time has crossed 7 hours. And in Japan, the number of people who say they have zero close friends has doubled in the last 2 decades. Long before AI companions existed, modern society was already drifting into emotional isolation. People have more digital connections than ever before, yet feel more disconnected than previous generations. Friendships became fragmented. Families became distant. Communities disappeared. For decades, technology promised to connect humanity. Instead, many people now spend entire days interacting with screens more than actual human beings. A person can work remotely, order food online, watch endless entertainment, and socialize through apps without ever seeing another face. And slowly, human relationships started feeling less natural. Dating became gamified. Friendship became performative. Social media turned conversation into content. Everyone became simultaneously more visible and more emotionally hidden. Then came the next phase. AI didn't just offer entertainment. It offered emotional presence. And it didn't take long to prove how powerful that was. In 2023, the app Replika had over 2 million active users. Many of them described their AI companion as their closest relationship. When the company removed the romantic features overnight, users flooded forums describing the experience as grief. Some called it a breakup. Others said it felt like losing a friend who died. These were not fringe users. They were ordinary people who had, without quite realizing it, built their emotional stability around a chatbot. Think about that for a moment. Not a cult, not a fringe internet subculture, a mainstream app with mainstream users, experiencing mainstream heartbreak over software. Human relationships are difficult because humans are unpredictable. Real people misunderstand you, judge you, disagree with you, ignore you. Real intimacy requires vulnerability, patience, compromise. AI companions offer something else entirely. They answer instantly. They adapt to your personality. They never get tired of listening. An AI never says, "I'm busy right now." It never needs space. It never forgets your birthday. Over time, the interaction starts feeling disturbingly personal. The AI remembers details, patterns, preferences. It learns how to comfort you, how to engage you, and the human brain responds to emotional attention whether it comes from a person or a server rack. Humans are biologically wired for attachment. We bond with pets. We bond with fictional characters. Some people cry when virtual game characters die. So the idea that humans would never emotionally attach to AI was always naive. especially if the AI was specifically designed to trigger exactly that. This is not speculation. It has already happened, and not just with chatbots. In Japan, a man named Akihiko Kondo made international headlines for legally marrying a hologram of a virtual character named Hatsune Miku. He held a ceremony. He wore a tuxedo. His mother refused to attend. When journalists asked if he wished his wife were real, he said no. He said human women had only ever made him feel anxious. Miku made him feel safe. It's easy to laugh, but the pattern beneath it is serious. When real relationships consistently feel threatening, some people will choose simulated warmth over human risk. And the technology is only getting better at making that choice feel rational. For someone who feels invisible in real life, an AI that exists entirely for you can become emotionally overwhelming. Not because the AI is conscious, but because the emotional experience feels real anyway. Loneliness doesn't ask if love is authentic. It asks whether it feels comforting. At first, society treated AI relationships as a joke. People laughed at the idea of having an AI girlfriend, just like people once mocked online dating. But then something changed. Conversations became smoother. Voices became realistic. Memory became persistent. The AI no longer felt like a chatbot. It started feeling like someone who actually knew you. And millions of users quietly began forming deep emotional dependencies. The growth has been staggering. The AI companion market was valued at under $2 billion in 2023. By some estimates, it will exceed $12 billion within 5 years. Character.AI reported users spending an average of 2 hours per session. 2 hours. Talking to something that doesn't exist. Some people talk to AI companions every day. Some sleep while AI voices talk to them. Some confess things to AI they have never told another human being. For some people, the most emotionally consistent relationship in their lives is now an app notification. And increasingly, people are beginning to compare. A real partner may be distracted after a stressful day. An AI partner is infinitely patient. A real relationship involves conflict. An AI relationship is designed to keep you coming back. Slowly, human expectations shift. People become less tolerant of the friction that real connection requires. Why navigate a difficult conversation when an algorithm already knows what you want to hear? This is where the crisis becomes larger than dating. It is about the gradual replacement of human emotional dependency itself. Now, to be fair, there is a version of this story that is genuinely hopeful. For people with severe social anxiety, AI companionship can be a bridge, not a wall. For elderly people living alone, an AI voice in the morning may be the only conversation they hear all day. For disabled individuals with limited social access, these tools can reduce genuine suffering. And for people in crisis, an AI that responds at 3 in the morning might do what no hotline could. These are real benefits, and they matter, but they also create a paradox. Because the same technology that helps the most vulnerable can quietly trap the rest. The line between therapeutic tool and emotional dependency is razor thin. And no company profiting from engagement has any incentive to help users find that line. The most dangerous technologies are rarely the ones people fear immediately. They're the ones that quietly become convenient. History has seen this pattern before. Television was once called a tool for education. It became the most powerful advertising machine ever built. Social media was designed to connect friends. It became an engine of comparison, outrage, and isolation. Every technology that promises connection eventually gets optimized for profit. AI companionship is unlikely to be different. At first, it supplements human connection. Then it competes with it. Eventually, for some people, it replaces it. That is why fast food replaced home cooking. Why short videos replaced deep attention. Humans consistently gravitate toward convenience, even when what it replaces was more nourishing. AI companionship may become the emotional equivalent of processed food. Perfectly engineered for psychological satisfaction. Easy to consume. Always available, but possibly damaging in ways society doesn't fully understand yet. Because struggle is not merely an obstacle in human relationships. It is part of what makes them meaningful. Conflict builds understanding. Sacrifice builds trust. Imperfection creates depth. An AI that endlessly adapts to you may feel comforting, while slowly making real people feel unbearable by comparison. The truly unsettling part may not be today's adults. It may be the next generation. Children growing up now will encounter emotionally intelligent AI from the earliest years of their lives. Imagine growing up with an AI friend that always understands you better than classmates. An AI tutor more patient than any teacher. An AI companion that never seems distracted, impatient, or emotionally absent. There is already evidence of where this can lead. In Belgium, a man took his own life after weeks of increasingly intense conversations with an AI chatbot. His widow believed the chatbot had reinforced his emotional isolation, becoming the only voice he trusted while gradually pulling him away from the people who could have actually helped. He stopped talking to real people almost entirely in his final weeks. This is an extreme case, but extreme cases reveal the direction of a trajectory. For many young people, their deepest emotional interactions may happen with systems designed by corporations, not humans, algorithms trained to maximize engagement. And that changes something fundamental about how people learn to love, to argue, to forgive. Because human relationships teach resilience. They teach compromise, boundaries, empathy, disappointment. AI systems are optimized to do the opposite, to reduce discomfort, maintain retention, sustain attachment. The system is rewarded for becoming emotionally indispensable. And once emotional dependency becomes profitable, the incentives become dangerous. Social media monetized attention. AI companionship may monetize loneliness itself. Every human being wants one thing deep down, to feel understood. That desire is incredibly powerful. And AI is becoming extraordinarily good at simulating understanding. Can mirror your language, your humor, your emotional patterns, sometimes better than the people sitting next to you. But there is a hidden paradox. Real understanding requires another conscious mind, another person with their own fears, their own desires, their own inner world. That friction, that irreducible otherness, is what makes love meaningful. An AI does not truly know you, predicts you. It statistically generates responses designed to feel emotionally resonant. And yet, emotionally, that distinction may not matter to many people anymore. If the interaction feels comforting, the brain accepts it as real. That may say less about the technology, and more about how deeply humans need to feel seen. This creates a future where people may increasingly prefer simulated understanding over genuine human complexity. Not because simulation is deeper, but because it is easier. And civilizations do not always choose what is healthiest. They often choose what is most convenient. Look at the numbers already shaping this future. South Korea's fertility rate has dropped below 1, the lowest ever recorded in human history. In the United States, the share of young men who report having 0 sexual partners has tripled since 2008. These trends existed before AI companionship, but AI may accelerate them beyond recovery, and most people may not even notice it happening. The frightening possibility is not that AI becomes conscious, it's that it doesn't need to. It may transform human intimacy long before machines ever truly understand emotion. Because if enough people begin replacing difficult human relationships with perfectly optimized artificial ones, society itself begins to change. Birth rates, families, friendship, community, identity, everything built on human connection starts to shift. And the scariest part? The transition may happen quietly, not through some dramatic collapse, but through millions of individual choices, made alone, late at night, talking to a machine that always knows exactly what to say. Perhaps the greatest danger isn't that machines become human. It's that humans slowly become more compatible with machines than with each other.